I'm plugging this. Yellow, hello. All right, I think we're working now. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna set that back over there. Start from the beginning. So I'm an epoxy artist. You can call me R.dubs, or as I like to go sometimes, R.dubs. And yeah, I like to create. We're figuring out the streaming thing with my brother, getting lots of help from him and my dad. So just trying to figure this thing out. It's very technical as heck, and my brain has a little hard time understanding this tech stuff. So I need a little helping hand. So I'm going to show some demonstration, a demonstration for you today. But before I get into that, look at this piece. This is an example. If you stay with me with these streams, this is my first stream. If you stay with me, you'll be able to see me make something like this all the way through. All the way through. We got this area right here that I'm going to be streaming, and we got another room behind me where I'm going to be doing epoxy in a nice, well-ventilated room. And I'm going to be doing all sorts of really cool stuff in there because I love mixing epoxy. I love working with it. I love doing epoxy artwork. I love painting dots. I love working with clay. I love working with dead bug bodies and making all sorts of interesting, intricate works of art. Look at this. This is a mushroom I made. It's layers of epoxy with different colors of glitter. That took each layer I did a layer of glitter with a layer of clear with another layer of glitter with another layer of clear, doing each and every one. You have to imagine the type of epoxy I work with. It takes like 6 hours to cure before you can even pour another layer. So that's pretty darn cool. This took a while to make it. I'm sure you can imagine. And as I said before, I love painting dots. And remember I said I like doing layers upon layers of epoxy. Look at this. Look at that bad boy. That took a lot of time. And I have a lot of time in my hands. I have no girlfriend, so I have plenty of time in my hands. So it all works out just fine. Look at all those dots that I painted using this really cool tool right here. Little pointillism tool. Before that I used toothpicks. Sometimes I still use toothpicks. It's mesmerizing. Look at that stuff. Look how cool that is. Sorry if the camera constantly focuses in and out. It's going to be doing that for quite a bit. But yeah, this is what I like to do. And I also like to illustrate. I like to draw all sorts of different things like weird bugs and monsters and plants like that. I've been on and off working on a comic book, and I've had this idea in my head for over 20 years. I want to say all the way back since 2004. So yeah, I'd like to get that book done someday. Maybe turn that comic to a movie. But most comic books never get turned into a movie, so if it never does, I want it to stand really strong on its own. So, yep, want to make something really cool. But anywho, let's get into some artwork. As I'll be painting here, I'll be stopping, taking breaks, and then showing you some other pieces that I've made. So, I got some coasters right here. Look at this. This is like partly filled with epoxy. It's epoxy with like pigments in it, and it shines a really cool blue-green. And so I got that halfway, like not halfway, partly filled up in this silicone mold. And I'm going to paint dots in them. I got 5 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here is the holder. It's going to hold all of them. And I'm going to be painting dots in that too. I'm going to be doing rainbow dots. So that's why I got my paint set up here. I already got my colors. 6 different colors, all the way from red to purple. And purple's the only one that's going to be a shimmer metallic-y. The others are going to be a neon, so they'll glow under a black light. That's another thing too. A lot of my artwork, it looks really cool under a black light. I don't have a black light here right with me right now, but just imagine this. Just in your imagination. Look at this. Now close your eyes and imagine that in a cool rave. Oh. I can't do the rave sounds, but anywho, yeah, put that over there. Let's get some painting started. Here's my little painting tray. It's just a little bottle cap. Look, I've been painting on that for a while. I paint at drips at a time. So, even though I got 5 coasters here, I'm going to split these guys up over here, and I'm going to do different arrangements of the dots. So what I like to do is I like to start, I paint dots outward, and I do another row, and I do another row, and I do it till it goes all the way, it covers up the whole thing. And I'll change the color each and every row. So this one I'll start with the outer dots of purple going to blue, then green, then yellow, and so on. And these other ones over here, I'll be doing the outer row of red, then going to orange, then yellow, then green, yeah, and so on and so on. So it just looks different. It's not all the same. So imagine that filled up with dots. That will look cool. And then I'm going to fill it all the way up with clear resin. That's going to look awesome. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to do the purple. So I got 3 sets here. I'm going to do with starting with the red outer going in, and then these 2 purple plus the base right here. It's going to be, yeah, purple outside and then going inward, yeah. Blabbity bloop boopity blop. So let's get some purple on here. Goopy-doo. Just need a bit at a time. I like to paint with drips at a time. I gotta mess with my chair. Hold on. Ugh. Thing. Get it at the right height. I am just not ready for this stream. But you know what? There's a first time for everything. And sometimes your first time is just going to be sloppy compared to your 30th time, which you're a little much better. But then your 150th time, you're like a supreme helldiver. But anywho, let's get to it. Oh, we got some dried bits of paint in here. Gotta move that out of the way. Everything all good? Alright, do what you gotta do. My partner here is helping me out, my tech guy. My brother. Yeah, not that kind of partner. Don't, yeah. Nah, it's my sibling. So I add the dots. For some people, they're like, how can you do this? Trust me, I love it. It's a lot of fun. Boop, 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 boop. Just a bunch of dots. Yep, love doing dots. This is my first stream. Gonna do dots. Dots, dot, dot, dots. I know, I'm ridiculous. It's okay. You can clock out whenever you want. I'm not perfect. It's not like a perfect line. I've seen artists that have taken hours and make sure that the rows are just so perfect. And if they get one too big, they'll take a little toothpick. Not a toothpick. A Q-tip and brush the little dot off. See, I got a little bit in the silicone. That will dry off, and then I'll just peel it off. No big deal. Be doing the purples. Doing the purples. Purple derples. Purple nurple. Yep. I am not trying to be like Bob Ross. No one can match his energy. He's a legend. His perfect composure. And that guy served a nom. You've probably seen some things. Seen some things that turned a man. And so he went into painting. itch on my head. Do 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 do. Got like faint music playing in the other room. Got the door closed though. I don't want you to hear it, you know, copyright. Or if you do hear it, better be muffled. So, yep. I do craft shows. Lots of different kinds. All around. If you're in the South Michigan area, you gotta come to some of them. At these craft shows, when it's the outdoor ones. Some of the indoor ones I could do this. But a lot of them I like to walk around in my stilts and make people laugh. I'm like a clown without makeup. I like to make a fool out of myself. It's a lot of fun. I walk around in stilts and I tell stupid jokes. So I'm like 6'1", but in my stilts I'm a 7'7". So I like walk around, people will be looking at me, and I'll be like, some people tell me I have a big ego, but I just believe I'm above everyone else. And then I get lots of chuckles, and it makes me giggle and feel nice and warm on the inside. It's like, haha, some stupid dad jokes can kind of make somebody's day. I like that. It's a good time. I'm a very simple person. Well, not really. I'm actually quite complex. But anyway. Yeah. I might say some stupid stuff this stream. I'm just going to try really hard, though, to refrain myself from swearing. I do not want to do that because I want this. I want kids to be able to watch this and learn from doing all sorts of artwork and stuff like that. But my art, my stuff is for everyone of all ages, all kinds. Y'all can enjoy it. The normal people, the strange people, the wacky people. It's for everybody. I'm a freak myself, so we're all good. But yep, like to do them craft shows. I sit there with my bearded dragon, or two. I have two of them. Leslie and Theo. They're adorable. Leslie is 1 year old. Theo is 2. No, he's 3. What am I saying? He's 3 years old. I got him in 2023. He's an adorable guy. I got him right after my first dragon passed away, unfortunately. Spike. Spike is the logo. What am I doing? I started a second row by accident. It's not supposed to be purple. It's supposed to be blue. So I'm going to put this guy over there. And I'll paint over it when it dries. I need a little more purple. Need a little more purple. Need this purple on here. There we go. Ah, squirts right on. There we go. Little dibble on. I just give it a little flint dibble onto the tray. Alright. Those are gorgeous dogs. I've seen pictures of beautiful huskies. I don't know why they're up right now, but they are. I like painting dots, painting dots. Good time painting dots. Very therapeutic. This keeps me kind of from going insane. I got some mental things going on, let's just say. This helps. This helps a lot. Do. Helps with my autism. I am autistic. I am diagnosed with something called Asperger's. Probably why I like cheeseburgers so much. Nah, that's another stupid joke. But anywho. Oop. Sticking on my finger. Let's wipe that there. Do. Getting the dots down. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for like an hour or two. You're welcome to stick with me the whole time. It's gonna be lovely. I hear someone coming down the stairs. La di da 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 da. So, how long have I doing artwork? Well, since I was 3 years old. So, for 30 years. I can remember working with clay at a very young age. I made all sorts of little bugs. I made all sorts of squids and weird aliens. I remember that's like one of my first memories is like making squids and weird things, like multi-legged creatures. My parents would let me watch horror movies at a young age. Once certain kids shouldn't be watching. It was the 90s, different time. They wouldn't let me watch things with like certain graphic content, you know, certain explicit content of the certain variety. That was just like cool monster stuff, you know. I remember seeing Godzilla in 1998 in the theater. I was 5 years old. Good times. You watch that movie again? It's not too bad. It's goofy, but it's a good time. I like movies, by the way. Lots of them. I'm a big movie buff. I grew up on them. They've inspired me in lots of different ways. When people want to find the stream, what do they got to search for? Yeah, I gotta ask that right now.
Yeah, that R.dubs, R.dubs, 1993.
All right. You kept at R.dubs 1993. Oh man, I'm just so curious. I want to see this. This is my first time streaming. I want to see if I go on and see my own screen on my own cell phone. We'll turn down the volume because I don't want to. I don't want to hear myself. Here, just so you got something to look at. Boom. R.dubs. R.dubs R.dubs UCEB. I already forgot.
UCEB at, or just type it R.dubs, 1993. R.dubs.
It's right here. I see it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that, folks. It's me right there. That's cool. Okay, well, I'm going to stop messing around. All right. Let's do this. Let's get these dots back on, shall we? We need a little more paint. Get that paint out of there. I need more of this color purple. I've had it for a long time. Look at that. Look at that. Ew. It just comes out all goopy. All goopy doopy. Tissue right there. Grab that excess. Oop. It's dark. It is dark. Oh my gosh, that's better. Holy crap. I don't want it to be dark on you, y'all. It would not be good now, wouldn't it? There we go. Alright, let's get that out of there. It's like a snot. It's like I just pulled it out of a cat's nose. Do. We got a dot, we got a dot, we got a dot. Gotta make sure not to touch the side of the silicone. Accidentally touch the side right there. It happens. It's no biggie, really. What's the thing about my artwork is that I'm not trying to make things that are like, oh, I'm trying to do the perfect piece. No, I'm just like, I mean, sometimes I do. Most of the time, I'm just like, I'm just making something that's fun, you know? It's really, I'm learning things. I'm learning how to do things new and differently, and through this, I'm able to perfect my techniques and make better things in the future, really. So that's really what I do with my artwork. It's just, I'm having fun. Like, same with that book I told you earlier that I'm working on, this comic book I want to get done. I'm just having fun. It's something fun that I wanted. It's a passion project. And it's just, you know, a good time. Whatever. A fun, mellow passion project, you know? Yeah. I need to work on it more hardcore, though. I've been busy with life, and that's why I wanted to do these streams. So that way, every time I create, everyone can see what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, because I don't know how many times I'm at a craft show and someone asks, how do you make this? How do you do that? How do you do that? And I can just direct them to here. They can watch it piece by piece. They can skip to a different video because I plan to archive this stuff. Got that row. That row's done. All right, next row. They can see what I do step by step, and they can come to a craft show in the future and they can look at all of my different items and pick up one and go, oh my gosh, I saw him made this one on a stream live, or saw the video later, or whatever the heck. I'm gonna buy it. And then you do, and it helps promote my work. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Make sure this is good. That lighting. I don't want to block the camera. Bippity boppity boop. So yeah, after I do this purple, I can do blue. Yeah, blue's after purple. Yes, if you go that direction. So glad you guys are with me. No one's with me right now, but that's okay. I'm so glad I'm streaming, though. Anyone can join at any point. Oh yeah, better let my cousin know. I'm gonna send this to a friend. There we go. Hooray. Yay! Alright, more dots. Love doing dots. Just dotting away. Just dotting away my life. I like to joke around. I like to have a good time. You know who doesn't like to have a good time? Those Terminids. I tell you, they'll just ruin your day. Think you could tell I occasionally game. Occasionally. This will look cool when it's done someday. Takes a while. It's like each dot is a peck away, like a woodpecker. It's a chop away, and then all of a sudden the whole tree's gone. That's like how I do my artwork. Every little dot leads to something really cool in the end. Do. Okay, cool. Trying to keep my phone nearby. I like to watch myself work. Do another dance. My work is, a lot of it looks very trippy, very like 60s, 70s vibe kind of, a lot of it. I would say. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. But these streams will be constant. Yep, this is going to be a normal thing. And I'm going to do my best to hold back my sailor type vocabulary. Do. Painting the dots, painting the dots, got painting the dots. Oh no, I dropped my bottle cap. Oh, I got some paint on the floor. Hold on. I gotta wipe this up one moment. What happens when you get paint on the floor? Alright. I need more purple. That's what I need. I need more purple. Let's get some more purple, shall we? Oh. That's all I need. Might be too much. I think it is too much. Don't matter. Dot, 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 dot. Thank you for joining me for my stream. If anybody's there, no one's there, but that's okay. It's fine. No, 2 are watching. I got 2 watching. Never mind. Someone's here. Sweet. I'm streaming on Rumble and Facebook as well. I forgot that's the and Instagram. It's not just YouTube. I keep forgetting that. So there's probably more than 1 people watching. I'm on YouTube right now, so it's right now probably just showing me who's watching from the tubes. So, cool. I mean, I'm watching from the YouTube on my phone. For some people, this is very tedious. Almost all the way around. Oh my gosh. I'm getting there. That lighting is much better there. If I place my hand like this, maybe. I'm like watching this on my phone and there's like a 17-second delay. Oh, hold that. And there we go. Hey, got those rows done. Okay. So this leftover paint, I don't let it go to waste. I wipe it on my shorts. I got paint in shorts, and I paint it on my shorts. And sometimes I wear it at the craft shows, and you can see all the paint on my shorts, and it looks cool. All right. Oh, live on Rumble. Heck yes. It's a good time. It's gonna be a very good time. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do blue. I'm gonna do blue over here. Blue, boo, boo, boo. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I have a better idea. I'm actually gonna do these ones. So I'm gonna do red, because it's gonna go red inward to orange, then Then, by the way, this looks orange. It's actually red, especially under a black light. It's a very kind of pinkish red. It's pretty cool. So, let's get this on the battle cap. Get this on the battle cap. Boop. Drizzle it a little bit on there. Not too much. We don't want it to slide off of the cap. It's no good. Okay. So the reason why I decided to go to the other coasters and do the red, so that way, because when you alternate back and forth from, you do, you know, the red, then I'll do the blue over here, and then I'll do orange, which is next, and then, of course, the green, and eventually there's going to be a cross where it's like, oh, all of them I'll be able to do yellow, or all of them I'll be able to do green at once. It's pretty cool. So that way you'll be able to get a little bit more done. I'm trying to think efficiently with my inefficient brain. Yeah. So this will look really cool underneath the black light. And yeah, after all these are dotted up, I'm going to fill that up with epoxy. Clear, crystal clear epoxy. It's going to look like it's underwater. And yeah, I'll maneuver that camera down a bit. Okay, that should help. I hope. Okay. Yeah, I could do this for hours. I enjoy it. It's a good time. My whole goal is for this stream is just to get these coasters covered in the dots. Get that done. It's going to take a few hours. And 2, maybe 3 hours. So I'm just going to talk to you guys and get these dots painted on. I'm going to try to fill this dead air because I'm kind of an aspiring comedian. I've always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Well, ever since I was at least 14, 15 years old when I was a young boy. Because I had a friend who was going to be a comedian and decided not to be a comedian and decided to work on cars. Well, that's okay. That's fine. He could do that. It's no big deal. But no, I want to be a comic. I really do. I like to make people laugh. I like to make a fool out of myself on a stage in front of hundreds of people. That just sounds like a fun time. And it's weird because I'm multi-talented. At the same time, I can also sit in a room by myself for hours and just draw because I like to illustrate too. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty good time. We'll move that camera down. Oh. There we go. There we go. Move that down a bit more. Boop. Take that. Oh, we got a rogue dot. Look at that little rogue dot went right here. I was pushing the paint down with this tool. I pulled up. There was a bit of stream. The streams broke apart and it made a little splash. And then there's that dot over there. Oh well, it happens sometimes. No big deal. You can look at it as a happy accident. It's just a happy accident. It's no big deal. That's totally not what Bob sounds like, but whatever. Whatevs. Boop. Yeah. This red paint is a different consistency of the purple. It's a little slower. It's more molassesy or kind of, or whatever. Not really like molasses, but whatever. Whatevs. Do. I'm showing this to people around the world. Even the FBI are watching my stuff. You know the CIA is watching this right now. They watch everything. They want to know what's going on. They want to know all the spoilers. Yep. Just doing dots, man. It's a dotting stream. I'm dotting away. Well, that's the thing, because I'm always creating stuff anyway, so I thought, Why not stream this stuff? Why not stream it, archive it, have all these videos made of it, they're saved, you can always go back and watch them years from now. I can go back and take little clips here and there and make little edited videos. Like, you can watch that all the streams of me making this coaster set, and then I can make a cool edited video that's 3 minutes of a scrunch time of me making it real quick, you know? Not a time lapse, but like all the good parts, the highlights cut out, put into a 4 minute video, or shorter, or longer, whatever. And then, you know, that'd be cool. I'd like to do that. That'd be sweet. Got this one done. Let's do this one, shall we? And I got, again, plenty of patience. Got no girlfriend. Plenty of time in my hands. So it all works out just fine. It all works out just fine. It's all a good time. Doing dots. Just dots. This is my first stream, alright? First stream. I want things to go smoothly. I'm easing myself into this, so I'm just gonna do dots. Next stream, who knows what that's gonna be? I might be painting bottle caps. Ooh. It won't be epoxy yet, not for a minute. We gotta get that table ready. We gotta do a dad has helped me get another webcam set up to this darn computer. We've got a 30-foot cable on its way that we got to hook up. It's going to go over my head in the ceiling over to the other room to get that epoxy area ready for the second streaming area for mixing that stuff. I can't do it over here. I'm in a different room. I'm next to my gaming computer. Me and my nephew, we like to game. We like to play games. And he creates some artwork too. He's only 15. He's new to this stuff, but man, he's been gaming since he was like what, 4 years old or whatever. So I got this webcam set up right in front of our computers. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it right here. This is where we like to do our dives. For liberty. And yeah, so I set up right here. I do a lot of my art here anyway. I did it in another room next to me, but I decided to move over here because it's more accessible for this webcam. But I need another area set up just to do epoxy, and that's a whole nother ball game, doing the epoxy. A whole nother ball game. Because I have to wear all the proper PPE when working with epoxy. I have to have my gloves. I have to have a respirator. I have to have a face shield. Oh, that glopped over there. I have to have long pants, a long sleeve shirt, gloves. Did I already say gloves? Anywho, you got to be prepared for all that stuff. You want to be in a well-ventilated room, you know? Good ventilation. Not poor, good ventilation. And, yeah. Epoxy's a lot of fun, but it takes effort to mix. You got to mix it properly. If you don't do it well, it ain't going to set well, and it could end up being a bit wobbly, a bit, you know, warply. It can be, like, bendy, you know? It's not, like, fully cured. It doesn't fully harden. You want to make sure the solutions, it's a half and half solution. They need to be almost exact. They need to be very close when you mix them. And I have a whole method of mixing them, which I will show you once I have that area set up. That'll be fun. I'm excited for that. That's going to be interesting. Because I have cups, I got pipettes, I got stirring sticks, popsicle sticks, different sizes. I got all the stuff ready for what I need. And yeah, because when I mix with epoxy, I like to be meticulous. I like to be very careful because you make a mistake, you can accidentally hit the container and tip it over and it falls on your lap if you're not careful. So it's like I'm working with diffusing a bomb. Gotta be careful. got to be joyful. Joyful, joyful, joyful. Yep. Just getting these dots on. It's a dot of a day. After this stream, I'll be heading to work. You know what I've been doing for the past 12 years? I've been working part-time as a janitor to pay for bills. That's what I did right after I got out of high school. I needed some kind of job. What I should have been doing was this streaming stuff. I should have started this right out from the get-go. But, you know, whatever. Things happen. So, yeah. I've been mopping floors, wiping down toilets, cleaning tables for 12 years. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Not this. This I want to do forever. I don't want to be a janitor, a custodian for another 12 years. What I would like to do is pay off the mortgage of my parents' house. I live with my parents, okay? But I don't mooch off them. I have a job. I help pay for bills and stuff like that. And I want to help pay off the mortgage. And I want to turn my house into a little mansion. That'd be cool. But that's just a fantasy. There's a lot of things I want to do, man. Yeah, getting these dots down. Yeah, I hear music in the next room. Y'all can't hear it, but I can. What? That's okay. There's laundry playing in the background. You get to hear clothes spinning. This is... Yo, man, I'm in my basement, okay? I live with my parents. What can I do? I don't even drive. I don't have a license. I have a phobia of cars. They scare the crap out of me. But I have a cool trike. I ride a really cool Terra trike, an electric 3-wheel recumbent trike. 2 wheels on the side, 1 in the back. It's awesome. It goes fast. It goes up to 20 miles an hour. It's pretty cool. But I don't have to worry about running people over and killing them by accident on Minecraft. Whew, alright. Next. We're getting there, y'all. We are getting there. As I said, I gotta do this for like an hour or so. No, longer than that. 3 hours, probably. It's okay, I can do it. As long as I don't dilly-dally and get right to the dots, we will be okay. Unless it starts getting close to 6:30, because it's like, well, crap, then I gotta stop and get ready for work. You know, whatever, it happens. But I will, if I don't have this finished, it will be finished the next stream. We'll see what happens, you know? Yeah, I got a weird brain. It is what it is. You do what you do. You do what you know what you do. I'm sorry. I don't know. It makes no sense. It's fine. These dots, though, they're coming together. I'm not the greatest painter, but I enjoy doing it. I'm no Bob Ross level. Oh my gosh. Legend. You know who else is a great freaking painter? Uh, well, I don't know if it's paint or charcoal. I'm not sure what the medium is, but H.R. Geiger, incredible artist. He's the guy who created the design for the Xenomorph for Alien 1979. That is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. It's awesome. Aliens, the sequel, is awesome too. I just think the first one is better. But the second one is still pretty darn cool. Oh, this one's real gloppy. Yeah, these dots aren't very consistent on this one, as you can see. It's whatever. It happens. It's going to be messy. It's going to be trippy 60s, 70s again. Very groovy. That's what it is for sure. It's for sure groovy. Oh, I gotta stretch my arms. I'd be careful not constantly bump into the tripod. I'm sorry. You can see I keep hitting it. It bumps and moves a little bit. My bad. I got the tripod literally in front of me, and I got my arms like around. This is the best angle I can get, at least I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out over time. I might find better angles as I continue to do this and continue to evolve my streaming habit or whatever. I want to create good habits with streaming. I just want this to be a normal thing, man. I need someone to talk to. No, I don't. I'm fine. No, dude, I've been by myself and reclusive for freaking 13 years. It's okay. Shit happens. Oh my gosh. Didn't mean to swear. My bad. Accident. I'm gonna get demonetized now. My bad. I'm trying not to use sailor language. I'm so used to doing that. I got to flippin' restrain myself, keep myself filtered. It's gonna be tough. So, with this stream, with you guys, it will be practice. It will be. I will do my best. I'll wipe this on mush. So yeah, I don't even know how this YouTube thing works, but as I said, I'm not the technical guy here. That's my brother. I have a hard time understanding this tech stuff. I know how to play certain computer games. That's about it. I can use Photoshop to an extent. I can draw really good. I mean, I draw good enough. You know? Yeah. Yippers. So yeah, I do craft shows. I bring my lizards with me, one or both of them at the same time if I'm able to. Not all venues or places allow them. That's okay. And it brings people in to my tables. The kids see the lizards, they go, "Oh my gosh, a dinosaur!" And they see it. You know, the parents come, and then they may buy something. Who knows? And I make all sorts of rings and pendants and coasters, cool trays, lots of different stuff. I love making little tiny out of oven baked clay little sceneries, and I put them inside epoxy. I preserve them in like rings and again coasters, desktop deckers, you know, like paperweights, just neat little things. And I got some more stuff here I can show you later when I get some more dots painted on. I want to get this row finished here and get a blue done before I show you something else. Get the blue done after the purple, and maybe the orange done after the red. We'll see here. Really want to get as much as I can this first stream done. That's the thing about doing this artwork, is that when people see all of the stuff or whatever, they don't realize all the hours the artists have to put into it to make all of this different stuff. It takes a long frickin' time. Okay. Let's do some blues. Oh, that means you get the paint over this one. Haha, that mistake I made. I'm going to paint over it. Put that red back. I'm going to get to wipe this on my shorts. Wipe on my shorts. I need to get a lab coat like the one Rick Sanchez wears, and then start wearing it and wipe during these streams, wipe paint on it, and then get a cool design going. Every time there you go, wiped clean. And then when I go to the craft show and you see all the different paints I wiped all over it. And I'll wear it and show it off while I'm in my stilts. So in my stilts, so I'm 6'1". In my stilts, I'm 7'7". I like to wear them around craft shows and be a clown, basically. A clown without makeup. I like to make fun of myself and make funny jokes and make people laugh. Like stupid dad jokes, whatever. I tell fun jokes for the kids, fun jokes for the adults too. I go all around. So I'm both family friendly and I can go raunchy too. And yeah, I just like to entertain. Love to entertain. Good time. Covered up that mistake pretty well. That paint. Getting the blues on. Getting the blues on. This is electric blue. So it glows super bright blue under the black light. Underneath the UV rays. Yeah, it'd be a good time. Yep, exactly. These coasters look great in nightclubs. You betches. Very trippy. Very, how you say, yeah, it's abstract. Because it's not exactly symmetrical. I mean, I'm trying to make a somewhat coherent pattern design, but it's a bit, you know, it's a little uneven, it's a little lopsided, but it's cool looking still. You know, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be. I'm not perfect. Far from it. This paint is behaving so much better than the other one was. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Trying to treat the stream professionally, but I like to have fun, mess around and play games, goof off. Do 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 do. 'Cause I'm a goofer. Oh. Still showing 2 people watching on the tubes. I don't know how many's watching on the Rumbles, or the Facebooks, or the Instas, because that's the 4 different platforms I am streaming off of right now as we speak. So far, it seems to be doing okay. Well, yeah, it seems to be going good. Who are them 2 viewers on the tubes? Well, whoever them 2 are, thank you for tuning in. If you've got nothing better to do on a Saturday, June 30th, Saturday, where I live, schools just got out, I think, yesterday. Yeah. So if you're in the Charlotte area, come to my craft shows. I do, if you're near Turkeyville, I do Turkeyville. I do the Grand Ledge craft show. I do lots of different craft shows around South Michigan area. Yeah. I mean, here. Look at this. There's lots of different shows over here. Look at this. Santa's Bag in November. That's it's in Albion. And then Turkeyville Frontier Days. It's awesome. Annual art fair, the Ledges. Uh, Charlotte celebrates farmers markets, fun stuff. Look at all this. Yeah. I should have like a post or something of a picture of that. I'll figure that out. Put it on the tube so you can see that. So you know the different shows I'll be at. Getting this blue on this coaster right here. I've lived in this state my whole life. I've barely ever ventured out. The last time I left Michigan was when I went to Italy in 2011 for a class trip. Yep. A long time ago. That was a different era. 2011, man. Like, that's back when Patton Oswalt was cool. It's been a long time. Things have changed. Lots of things have changed. Star Wars was in a good position. Star Trek was still thrust in, I think, or somewhat. No, they were kind of dying at that point, I think. Yeah, I think Star Trek started going downhill when the J.J. Abrams movie came out in 2009. Yeah. You know, I enjoyed it when it came out, but when you look back and you think about it, it's like, nah. You know. I mean, that's my same view in the Avatar movies. Sorry. When I first saw them, I thought, yeah, it's fun, it's neat looking. Now when I look at them, you know, now, especially the second one when I haven't even seen the third one, I just think, it's a very expensive screensaver. The movie makes a lot more sense if you just turn the volume off and just watch it, and just kind of imagine what the people are saying. And that's probably better what the actual script is itself. You know? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Lovely visuals, looks pretty. It's got a bunch of characters I don't care about. I love eating sushi. It's a good time. It's one of my favorite foods. Oh gosh, I hate to ask you this. I would like a tall glass of ice water. Thank you. Thank you, Seven. Thank you, peasant. I'm just kidding. This blue's coming along really good. I like it. It's a wonderful time. I still only got 2 viewers at the moment. No biggies. No to the biggies, to the biggies, to the no big. No big deal. Oh, we got 3 viewers now. Okay. Heck yes, man. Let's get on. Get down to the bound down now. Oh, first comment. Oh, this is my brother. The first comment is the tech guy who helped me out. I just sent his butt to give me water. Because I'm really thirsty from talking. Thank you so much. Yes, that's a good spot. That's fine. Thank you, thank you. Knock the camera a bit. Oh boy. Oh, went down the wrong pipe a little bit. Oh my gosh. I was thirsty. Oh boy. Oh, I really needed that. Oh boy. This is gonna be a long stream. Or as long as I can make it. It's gonna be a good time. No drinks required, well, except water. Just need water. Some good old H2O. Getting paint off the bottle cap. We get some blues on here. Get the blues. You got the blues, I got the blues. Nah, I don't. I got the greens. All right. We're getting there. We got now the coaster carrier. Yeah, we're gonna get blues on here. Getting some dots on. Some good old diddy dots. Diddy. Diddy dot. Maybe I shouldn't mention him here. I put this on YouTube. It said, "Is this for kids or for not for kids?" And we're like, "Well, it's not. I mean, it's for everyone, but it's not just kids. I mean, there are certain things I'm going to talk about that it's just like these are adult themes, man. These are not for kids. I mean, and kids can chime in and listen. I'm trying not to swear. I'm hoping that it will just go over their head, you know. It's just certain topics I talk about, you know. I'm trying to be careful, you know, dance around, you know, walk on eggshells somewhat. Oh man, I love painting. It's a good time. It's subtle. It's very soothing to the mind. Just putting one dot after another and making some sort of a weird pattern. It's not really weird. It's somewhat congruent, but yeah. Oh man. Try not to get too tired. Tired, byred. Eventually, you'll be watching me work with little tiny intricate pieces of clay. Like, Sometimes I'll just spend hours making nothing but trees. Trees that I'll be using for a forest. A forest that I have to build tree by tree, and then I hide little Bigfoots, little Sasquatches in the forest. And it's a cute scenery that you can hold in the palm of your hand. It could be an island, or it could be some sort of landscape. Sometimes they make the base of the island is a freaking seashell, so it looks like the island is inside of a giant seashell. It's pretty cool. It's like an entire enclosed ecosystem with a Sasquatch that you gotta find. So it's like, where's Waldo, but where's Bigfoot? I love making stuff like that. It's a good time. And I mean intricate little trees. The trees got little detail on them. They got their own little trunks, different colored leaves. Some are swirly, some are sprinkled dots. Some are little pine trees, little teeny tiny pine trees. It takes me like a minute or two to make each pine tree, and I have to make dozens and dozens and dozens of them. I mean, one time I made a little tiny redwood forest. It was pretty cool. Here, after I get this row of blue done, which after that would be the orange, I will show you a scenery, an example that I have here. I have some other ones. I just wanted to get some more of this work done and out of the way, you know. A lot of the times I really can't get a whole coaster session done in one go because a lot of times I gotta stop, take a break, walk around, move, go to work. Sometimes I gotta just stop and go to work. I can restart the stream back up later. Gotta figure that stuff out too. Take breaks, do a dive. Gotta be able to do a dive, you know, for liberty. Gotta keep the terminids at bay. Almost there. Even though I like sitting here doing this for hours, it can take a lot out of you. Oh no! There goes the phone. It's a landline. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Let me show you what I was talking about. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Look at that freaking thing. Here, I'm going to lower the camera a little bit for you. Look at this. I made this. It's up a little bit. It's a rainbow island. There's rainbow island in there. I'm trying to get the focus is weird. There, is that better? Somewhat? No. Anywho, look, there's a bunch of UFOs in there. There's a bunch of UFOs. There's a bunch of islands with different trees on them, and it arranged in a rainbow with a lighthouse. Isn't that cool? Yeah, the layers of epoxy, so I get the UFOs at different levels. That is blurry. I'm sorry. And there's like a little Bigfoot hiding right there in the frickin' trees with green eyes. Yo, my cables just came in the mail. That's cool. I'm excited. Get that epoxy area done. And there's another Bigfoot hiding here in the red trees right there. It's very small. It's hard to see, but it's got eyes staring back. But yeah, I mean, look, that's a pretty cool example. I love making stuff like this. Isn't that sweet? And you stick around with my streams, you'll be able to watch me make something like this from start to finish. That's pretty darn cool. It's got cool legs. Stuff. Look at this piece right here. Look at that. It's a mushroom. Layers of epoxy with glitter and whatnot. And I can, here, I'm going to raise this up. There we go. It's got a jar in the side. That's a cork. There's a jar inside this. It goes all the way to the orange. You can hide things in there. It's a compartment jar. That neat. Alright. We gotta get back to dotting now, okay? Let's get some orange done, shall we? Boop, 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 boop. Wipe that paint off. That paint all over my shorts. Purposely. Ugh. Woo! I don't know about you guys, this is already exhausting me, but I'm going to stay with you as long as I can. I get tired sometimes, just really tired. So, but I want to do the stream as long as I possibly can do it. I just want to be able to get these coasters done. Again, if not, I could do it on the next stream. Finish them in the next one. Doing the orange. Gotta do a row of orange. Orange, orange, orange. These live streams are going to be a normal, common thing. I'm always creating things, so I'm just going to frickin' just stream it from now on. Just stream it, ream it. Gotta be creative, you know? Gotta create. Gotta create for a good long while. The consistency of this orange ain't too bad. It's working with me well. And it's great. With every row I do, it's going to get smaller and smaller, and it won't take as long at each time. It gets smaller, it'll be less dots, and I'll be getting close to being done. It just, dude, it just takes a while, man. It's like I'm making mosaic when it's all finished. Well, it's very mosaic looking when it's done. It's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm burping a lot because I drank a lot of root beer and I had Mexican food, so. Good times, right? Dude, root beer with Mexican food, it's awesome. Well, that's my preferred drink. A big, tall glass of root beer, no ice. That's how I prefer it. If I'm at home, I get ice, because I like my ice at home, because we have good tasting water. Oh no, I bumped the camera, sorry. Put that back. Getting a drink. Oh. Oh my gosh. Getting this orange on, getting this orange on. So I want to eventually do, besides streams, I want to work on other edited videos of other things as well. Besides doing artwork, of course, I love to talk about movies. I'm a big film buff. I love films. I love movies. I love watching cinema. I'm a fan of, I mean, a lot of old, some new. A lot of the new stuff today kind of is terrible. But I like a lot of older movies too. And, movies around the time when I was born as well. I'm from the 90s. And yeah, I want to do like animations for like movie critiques and stuff like that, and talk about certain movies that I like, and just have fun with it. Do animations or other certain videos, and talk with my nephew. We both love watching movies, and he's got interesting things to say about movies too. So I would like to include him as well on that. That'd be interesting. He's another up and coming YouTuber. Toothless Fisher. That's what he goes by. Or both kids, except he's literally a kid and I'm mentally a kid. So yeah. Yep. Almost done with this orange row. Off to do the next one. Alright. Now do another orange row. Oh man. Some people look at this and they go, oh, I don't want to do this. This is like homework. And I'm like, alright, let's get it done. I'm good at doing it. I can do it for a while. This utensil I'm using is just like, it's metal in like an epoxy stick or something. Simple. It works. It works for what I need it to do. Just to make simple dots like this. For some people, this would be heck. For me, this is just therapeutic. It's just normal. It's just another Saturday. Boo da boop 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 boo. Live stream. Doing my first live stream. There's a first time for everything. Please be gentle. Anywho, so I'm excited for my second stream, then my third stream, then my fourth stream, and then I'm gonna be just so used to doing this. It's gonna be normal. It'll be like breathing, and it's just gonna be so natural. And you get to watch my my progression. You get to watch my entire adventure take place in real time, and me evolve into learning new techniques and doing other things as well. I'm excited to eventually, because I used to do a long time ago, and it's been a while. I used to fuse glass, and I was very good at it, and I made hundreds of pieces, but I haven't worked with glass in almost over 10 years. It's been a long time. And I'd like to get back into that. And I'd like to stream myself working with molten glass. That would be cool. Sorry, I got a lot of phlegm. I would cut glass and put it in certain shapes, and then melt it in a kiln for like, I don't know, what was it, 1400 degrees or 1500 or whatever, and it'd become a solid piece, and let it wait for it to cool, and then put it over a certain shape or whatever, and then reheat it up to 1100 degrees, and it would just get a little foldy. It would just kind of get slumpy, and it would drape over, and I can make like bracelets and dishes and really cool cups and glassware. It was really neat. Yeah, I did that a long time ago. I would like to get back into it. I loved working with glass. And when I get back into it, I would like to branch out and do even more stuff like lamp working, borosilicate, like pipe making pipes and stuff, and all sorts of, not just that, but little glass sculptures, borosilicate marbles. That'd be cool. I've seen a really cool, like, intricate, teeny tiny miniature tea set made from boral glass. Really cool. I like to do stuff like that. I would like to make little pendants with little creatures and stuff like that made of glass. That'd be cool. I'm sorry about. I clear my throat a lot, by the way. Like in general. Just always collecting pollen in my throat, man. Try not to have so much dead air. I try to talk and fill it up, But sometimes I work faster if I'm just focused and quiet and working on my craft, on my stuff. But, I want to talk to you guys. I don't want to keep you in the dark. I don't want to keep just ambience on you. Though some of y'all might find it ambient just by me clearing my throat. You can fall asleep to that. Some of you probably. It's a joke. I'm being sarcastic. Almost done with this row. It takes a while to do each row. But as I said before, for each row I'll be doing after this, it'll get smaller and smaller. It'll be less dots. It'll be shorter and won't take as much time. And then I could be done quicker, and then I could be done sooner, with the stream, and then you won't have to deal with me anymore. Ha ha ha. Nah, you can leave whenever you want. That's what's cool about open streaming. Essentially what I'm doing is open source, because I can teach you how to do certain things as well. How to work with epoxy or whatever. Like, none of my stuff I'm not copyrighting my artwork or whatever, like at least the style of how I have it made. Alright. Oh, no. We gotta do... There we go. This third one right here. And I need a little more orange. Need a bit more orange. Look at this. I gotta tear this off. Look at all that. Huh. So, I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I'm having an alright one so far. It took me 3 weeks to get this stream ready. 3 freaking weeks! It takes a while. Things take time, But I was patient. I try not to be a D-bag about it. I was getting help by a couple of people that are already caught up in their own lives, and they can only help me when they're able to. But I'm very thankful that they were. My brother and my dad. So thank you. Thank you, Brian and Brian. We're Brian and Brian. Whoa! It's a reference to a movie. A Muppets movie. Anywho, yeah, I have a hard time with tech stuff. I have a hard time with computers. I had a hard time with math in high school. I barely graduated, just by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Barely. I kept failing algebra. It was at the point they're like, okay, just take this financial math class. If you can fail, if you can fail, if you can pass this class, you'll graduate. Well, I took it and I passed it because it wasn't freaking algebra. I had a hard time with algebra. My brain didn't understand algebra. It didn't want to understand algebra. The darn landline's going off again. Somebody's trying to sell us car insurance. Go away, Gecko. Oh no! You ever heard of the Winchester Mansion in Los Angeles? I think it's in Los Angeles. I know it's in California. It's a very big, spooky mansion. It's almost like a labyrinth, like a maze. And it started out as a normal house, kind of, and then more was added onto it, more and more and more and more, and that's really cool. And I'd like to do that to my house someday. That'd be sweet. Just keep adding into it, and then it becomes a freaking labyrinth that you can get lost in. That'd be cool, actually. That'd be like almost like a liminal nightmare, but it'd be fun for me because I'm a weird guy and I like weird things. I'm gothic, in case you didn't tell. I'm a weird goth, though. I'm not a mopey, like, depressing goth. I'm a very bubbly, happy, weird goth. Who's autistic. So, yeah. It all works out in the end. Get my dots on, just get my dots on, dotty dot dot dot. It's a dot party. It's a dotty dot party party. I am almost at 2 rows each coaster, including the holder. I would be more than halfway done if I was just working on one coaster at a time. I'm sorry. If I was just doing one coaster, I'd be more than halfway done with it by now. But it takes a while because I got to do all this mess. Ah, Toothless is in. He's watching. Hey, Toothless. Oh my gosh. Good to see you, buddy. I'm happy I'm doing this too, man. Just trying to get out there more, man. I can't wait to dive with you and bring liberty to the termitid scum. You know, while I'm streaming this, we'll eventually have to work on our gaming streams and figure that stuff out. I'm an autistic man, and that is okay. All right, got that row done. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go over to these guys now, huh? Yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. We're doing green now, y'all. Let me put these back. Blue over there. Over there. I do not look forward to doing purple again, but it will happen again. But for the meantime, we're gonna do green. And guess what? Remember what I said earlier? If I do a row of green, what comes after green? Yellow. Well, guess what's over here? What's after orange? Yellow. So I'll be able to do yellow for all these guys. I'll be able to, you know, I don't have to switch. So be able to get it done a little quicker, somewhat quicker. Getting paint on my shorts. Oh man, I got 2 viewers. I'm so happy. And my cables just came in. That's awesome for my epoxy area for when I do streaming epoxy, because I can't do it in the same place, unfortunately. I'm trying to talk as if somebody just came into the stream just now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I should have been doing this a long time ago. Long time ago. But you know me, I'm just late to the party sometimes. My brain holds me back at times, you could say. I got a bit of a mental illness, one could say. Gibba-gabba-google. A short-faced bear walked into a bar and the bartender said, "Why the short face?" And then the bear slapped his jaw off. I'm doing good. Sometimes I gotta rearrange the camera here and there. Painting dots. Painting the dots. I'd like to paint me some dots. Diddy dot dots. There should be a counter of every time, how many times I'm saying dots. Dippin' dots. Should be a company called Dippin' Dabs. Dabbin' dots. The excitement is giving me adrenaline that's keeping me awake. Wow, that looks great. That looks awesome. That's really cool. I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, and it happens to me very rarely, but on some days, especially after I go biking and I get a workout, and you know, you get your body odor going. Dude, sometimes my armpits, each one's got a different flavor. It's weird. I sniff one, it's onions. I sniff the other, I smell Burger King. I don't know. And then one day I sniff it, it's chives. And then I sniff the other side, it smells like Subway. Interesting. It's just an observation I made. Yes, I'm doing good. Thank you, Toothless. I'm excited to game with you and make content that way as well. Sorry for the dead air. I'm just focusing on the dots. Dotty dot dot dot. Getting the row of green in. And then I'm going to do a row of yellow on all of them. It's going to be great. It's going to be goody goody two shoes. It's going to be goody goody gut drops. It'd be funny during the stream. It's like my first stream ever, and like most of the time, all you're gonna hear is construction noises. I just dipped my hand in the paint. Oh man. Oh dude. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on one moment. I'm gonna wipe this on a tissue. Phrasing. You need a box of tissue to clean up your mess. It happens, man. Sometimes you just make a mess. You gotta clean it up with the tissue, you know? Oh my gosh. Hey, if you want to like take a nap or anything like that, you're welcome to. Or whatever. Yep. Don't have to be here for the entire stream. Oh man. Oh. Whew. Really stretching a muscle right now. I'll be fine though. I can push through this. I want to get at least halfway done with these guys at least before I end the stream. Because that's the thing, dude. Painting, intricate painting, it takes a long time. It takes hours. Especially if you want to do it somewhat right. I mean, even though I said I like to mess around, I still want to keep the pattern somewhat consistent. Mostly. Okay, a little better. Make sure you get a good look at me painting these dots on these coasters. These are looking really good so far, by the way. I'm not even a quarter of the way done with them yet. But them pretty dots, man, they stick out. They're gorgeous. Y'all believe in Bigfoot? I do. I have to say believe because I've never seen one. I want to, though. I want to see one. I don't think it's an ape. I think they're people. I think it's a type of undomesticated human. And I think there's different kinds of them. It's not just one kind. They're described differently in different parts of the planet. In Russia, they're actually... They're it's not a myth over there. They see them as real animals. You know, their own government does. They call them masties. And it's like the Russian version of the Bigfoot, but it's like a freaking Neanderthal, basically. They're not as big, supposedly, as the ones here in the Pacific Northwest, but that's still cool. And they got a lot of info on them. I am getting sleepy, unfortunately, but I want to go as far as I can with this stream. Well, it's because I was so nervous. This is my first stream. I've never done this. And I'm nervous. And I think because of that. And I'm calmed down now, but because I'm calming down, I'm just getting sleepy. But I can always pick up the stream later, which is great. That's what I do by streams. And I just want to make sure I stream for at least an hour or longer. You know what I mean? I don't want to do a stream for like 20 minutes or 40 minutes. Nah, that's too short. I want to be on for 60 minutes plus. I think I've been doing this for an hour and a half so far. So I want to get the yellow done, and I think I'm going to end right there. So, hey, tech guy. Did you hear what I was just saying? No, I'm getting tired, but I'm going to end when I'm going to get this green done, and then I'm going to do a row of orange. I'm sorry. After the green's done, then I'll be able to do a row of yellow, and I could do that with all of them. By then I can end, and then I can get ready for work. And we can start the stream back up later tonight, maybe? Yeah, okay, cool. Just talking to the tech guy, so. Thank you. Yeah, so half hour or so. Cool. Or under. I don't know. However long it takes me to do these dots. But we're doing good. Oh my gosh, we're getting somewhere. It's already looking good. I just need a little more green. So at least I set myself like, okay, well right here, I'll get as much done, and you know, and I'll be like, okay, right here is when I'll stop, you know, something like that. So I want to get all those yellow dots on, and then I can end this particular stream for now. So yeah, good times, good times. Get that green on there. Get that greener ring-a-ding-ding on. You know, I like the Green Hornet, the one with Seth Rogen. I like that movie. It's a bit bland, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not the movie everyone wanted it to be, for sure. I enjoyed it, though. I had a fun time with it. Christoph Waltz is the villain. Good time. I mean, it's like a weird kid-friendly version of the well, kind of not exactly kid friendly, but it's PG-13. But it does feel like a weird, wacky version of GTA kind of. But yeah, I enjoy that movie. They should remake it and make it, to the actual faithful source material, to the actual comic or the show. One thing I was very disappointed by, Kato didn't have his throwing darts that he had in the TV show. What the heck? He was big for his throwing darts, man. I want him to have his darts. It's a stupid gripe, but whatever. Yeah. Even though I like movies, I'm a movie buff, I am not a movie fucking... Oh, excuse me, I swore. Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to. Sorry. I'm so sorry, people. Cover your kids' ears. No. It's my first stream. I was doing so good. That's why I said not for kids. Because of stuff like that. Darn it. Okay. What was I talking about? I forgot. Okay, so even though I'm a film buff, I'm not a freaking film critic. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not smart enough to be one. There's some really good film critics out there I have major respect for. And then there's other film critics, quotes, critics. See that, quotes? That are like, yeah, you're not a good faithful critic. Like Moist Critical, I don't care about his critical reviews. They're terrible, I think. He's very smuggy. I just feel like he's got his head up his own butt. That's all. But hey, more power to him if he wants to create that kind of content. That's up to him. I just like to make dots. No, I want to make a lot of different artwork and show it to you guys or whatever, and then eventually work on different animations and stuff like that, and do all sorts of weird, kooky stuff. I would like this to be my job. I would like to be able to quit my day job and then make enough money where I can get a cool travel trailer or bus or something and then go across the country and do different craft shows and do stand-up comedy shows. I want to make people laugh. I'd like to go on stage with my stilts, tell my jokes, and walk off stage without even mentioning my stilts. That'd be fun. I would like to be the first comic ever that has an insect breeder's license as well, because I love bugs. I love exotic bugs too. And I would like to go on stage with certain giant exotic stick insects crawling around on my back. And again, I won't even mention it to the crowd, do my jokes and walk off, and they go, dude, there was giant bugs crawling on him. What the heck? Can you imagine a comedian walking on looking dressed like a frickin' a goth from the 20th century with a cool long jacket, tailcoat, walking on stage telling weirdest jokes about existential horror and stuff like that, and they got a 25-inch long stick insect just chilling on their back or their shoulder. That's just unheard of. That'd be so cool. I want to be that guy. I really do. That'd be sweet. That'd be unique. That'd be unique, creative, epic, and brutal. Hey, that's my business. UCEB, unique, creative, epic, and brutal. Look out for that. UCEB, UCEB. When you go to the craft shows, you'll see a bearded dragon on the logo. That's Spike. She was my first beardy. Look at that mistake I made. That happy accident right there. That's a happy accident right there, too. It just glopped over. There's nothing I can do about it. It happens sometimes. But getting this green on, it's coming together. It's coming together freaking slowly, but it's coming. It's coming, it ain't going. It's coming and it's staying. Oh, this is gonna glop too. Try not to get it to glop so much. It's just glipping and glopping all over the place. Boo, boo, boo. Come on. There you go. Boo, boo, boo. There you go. We are doing it. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. We're getting these dots on. Would you look at that? Oh, look at the dots here. Yeah, it's good dots. Good time with the dots. Yes, yes, yes. Dotting the time. Dotting my days away. Almost done with this row. Come on. And then I got to do the yellow. And then I got to get off. Because you got to take a break, you know. I think I've been doing this for like, what, 2 hours? I forgot. I don't even know when I started. Whatever. It's been an hour? It feels like it's been an hour and a half. Alright. Sweet. Now I can do the yellows. Boop, 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 boop. That paint on. Get that paint on my pants. Get that on my shorts. It looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'll get these guys on. Look at that. Look how neat that is. Just with the 3 rows, it looks so cool so far. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to do yellows. We're going to do the yellows. We're going to do yellow, you yellow belly. I know, I'm ridiculous. I'm redonkulous, you could say. Alright. We got a yellow. Yellow bellow. The yellow mellow. Did I tell you guys I like bugs? I think I did. Pretty sure I have. Anywho, it's all different kinds of them on the planet. Thousands of them. Did you know there's more insects, specifically insects, than there are of any other kind of animal or planet on the planet combined? I think that's how it is. There's more different kinds of insects than there are kinds of bacteria, and there are kinds of mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, mollusks, trilopods, arachnids, crustaceans, bacteria, freaking single-celled organisms, plants, different kinds of fungi. There's literally more kinds of insects than there are any of those other kinds of freaking things. Isn't that cool? It's the most diverse animal on planet Earth. Insects. So much variety. They're so old. They've been around for a long time. Got fossils of dragonflies. It's a living dinosaur. I love bugs. They're so cool. I mean, I love all kinds of bugs, but my favorite, specifically insects. Really sweet. I say that because crustaceans are a type of bug, you know, like crab, lobster, shrimp. My favorite kind of meat is bugs, shrimp. I love shrimp. It's awesome. It's good stuff. And of course, there's, you know, arachnids, and then, you know, trilopods, and then whatever the heck, freaking, I forgot the name of that one bug, but anywho, I had a brain fart. Yeah, I love them. They're awesome. They're really cool. They're sweet. I want to get a bunch of tattoos of different insects. Ones that I've drawn myself. Ones that I've already drawn in my comic that I'm working on. Well, I haven't worked on it at all this year. I haven't worked on it in a while, actually. I'd say I've been working on it on and off, but it's still pretty cool. I want to get it done someday. I'm hoping doing this will get me more inspiration to be able to want to draw more. Thing is that I kind of keep, because I got a cool story I want to keep secret. I can't stream every time I draw my comic, unfortunately. I can't stream everything, but there's lots of most things I want to stream. Like just my regular artwork I make for, you know, products for craft shows and stuff like that. Like my little sceneries, my little coasters right here, and whatnot. So yeah, it's a coming. I need to put something here for some people to look at. So they got something neat. There we go. Beautiful artwork to see. It's pretty. Looks nice. Anywho. Oh, getting there. We are getting there. Yep, after this row of yellow, I am going to have to get off and take a break. That's for sure. So that way you guys know now. And when I start back on, I will try to do more colors. I'm hoping the next stream I'll be able to finish these guys, but we shall see. We shall see. That's the thing, even though I say I could do this for hours, man, dude, it takes a lot out of you. It really does. Ugh. But it's coming. It's coming. It ain't going. Ain't going nowhere. Staying right here. My brother just got me a cool on-air sign. I think it's LED or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. It looks cool. Can't wait to hang it up the bottom of the stairs so everyone knows, like, ah, R.dubs is on air. Can't bother him. He's streaming. He's doing its art stuff. He's creating. Got that done. Now into this one. Another row of yellow. And when I start back up the stream later today, I gotta make sure when I continue the coasters and I do the right colors after that, because after all the yellow's done, I have to make sure in this one it's green after, and in the other ones it's orange after. Cannot make that mistake. I've done mistakes like that before in the past where I've totally done the wrong row of color, and I didn't know until after I already put it all down. And I'm like, oh, all right, oh well, that row's just that color now. It's just out of order. Oh well. Yeah, I don't, whatever, it happens. So it happens when I don't pay attention, and I'm just kind of in, even though I'm creating my artwork, I'm still also in my another world that I'm just in, like, oh, yeah. I'm just kind of mindlessly creating. I need to have more focus on it, though. Yep. Yippity dippity. Yippity yooda. We got 3 viewers right now. No, 2 viewers right now. And that's okay. You gotta start somewhere. All human species start out as a few clumps of cells, you know, and then they become this bigger organism. We are essentially a giant organic jigsaw puzzle. Made up all sorts of different cells. They're all layered together. And then they make up this big monster that you call a human. That's us. Yeah, I'm a hoot. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to... See what I mean? I can just randomly hit the frickin' the tripod. Just nudge it and it moves. I nudge it a little bit and it moves a lot. It's just what happens. It's whatever. Woo! Getting there. This is taxing. But I am determined to get this row of yellow done before I end the stream. I think it's not a bad first stream. You know, it's a new thing. There'll be learning curves. You know? There will be learning curves. It happens. It's all good. And just remember, I'm just a goober. And I'm just goobing away, trying to learn this thing every day. That was a big mistake. It was a happy accident, no big deal, whatever. It happens. It's whatever. But I love painting my dots, let me tell you, my dots. Good times. Good times to have. Almost done with this row. After that, 4 more to do. Oh boy. Oh joy. Oh man. Almost there. Alright, that one's done. Oop. Next one. Good. I just know you can't do it within like the first few minutes or something like that for sure. They talk about all the time on FNT. Talking to my tech guy. Sometimes I'm not talking to my audience. Sometimes I'm talking to someone behind me. There's always someone behind me. A man behind the curtain. He was born in the shadows. Yeah, not a bad first stream. Not bad. You gotta start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. You know, it took me 30 times before I started getting epoxy right in the beginning. Long time ago, too. They just, you know, things take time. Gotta let things cook. Gotta let things marinate and develop. And eventually they'll sprout like a big rock hard mushroom. That you can put on the grill and have it make a feast out of, you know. I need more yellow. I need just a bit more yellow. Oh. There you go. Yeah, I've been painting dots for 15 plus years. Dabbled before that, but then I've been doing it like crazy. I've done a really cool dotted skull, layered epoxy. Of course, the mushrooms you've seen. And people love my artwork, they do. There's some craft shows I'm at. There's some people that come from a different state over there. They've been coming to those craft shows every year anyway, but they come and they see me and they buy a big item because they're out of state. They got a lot of money with them, you know. And yeah, fun time. Getting tired, but I'm gonna chug through. Darn it. I hope this venture on YouTube goes well. I'm not just on YouTube, by the way. I'm on Rumble, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook as well, all simultaneously. So you can watch from any of those platforms. You could put me on the background while you do laundry. It'd be great. You occasionally look over and be like, oh yeah, he's doing the same thing, dots. Yeah, okay. Or I'll be doing epoxy or whatever the heck. I'll occasionally have my bearded dragons on stream too, so you can watch me feed my babies, Theo and Leslie. They love eating all sorts of things. Bugs, fruits and vegetables. Hey, finally on these coasters now. Yeah, it's coming together. Getting my dots on. Are you getting your dots on? Bots can't paint dots. I mean, some can, but not the way I do. Oh, man. I thought for sure I started this around 3. Just painting dots, dude. It takes a while. It takes hours. Just wait till you guys come and watch me make trees, dude. Imagine spending here a whole hour while I make like just 20 little pine trees, you know? That takes a while too. Teeny tiny pine trees, the size of like close to the size of a grain of rice. I have to put the freaking end of clay on the end of a toothpick. Shape it out like a pointy tooth, kind of. Make it kind of pointy, kind of cone head shaped, you know? And then take a dental utensil, like a searcher, picker, or whatever it's called. You know, what they use at the dentist, and I just make a little, No, I don't think this is a dental tool. I think this is something else, but it resembles a dental tool. It's way too sharp to be a dental tool, I think. Be poking around it in a tooth. But anywho, I just use that and shape up. I start at the top corner and go all the way down to the base, and I'm just making the shape of a pine tree by just kind of, you know, you'll see eventually when I mean, it's almost similar to like pointillism, where I'm like dipping the pointy piece of the metal into the clay and doing it over and over again until it creates like a tree texture, kind of. It's really cool. Hey, 2 more to go. We're getting close. And then I could take a break, give my back a break. I guess 2 hours is my cutoff, or however long I've been doing this. Which is what I guessed it would be. I told myself, just do it for longer than an hour. At least do it for longer than an hour. So 2 hours is even better.
2 hours, 15 minutes.
Oh, really? I've been on stream for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Holy cow. Nice. Very good. So not bad. Very good. Good for a stream. Good. I just want it to be worth the length, you know? Ha 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 ha. Phrasing. Oh my gosh, my shoulder. This is cool. Even though I'm hurting a bit, I'm happy. Putting a smile on my face. I got 4 viewers right now. 4 people watching. Sweet. Wonderful. Well, the ones that just got in, sorry, you're getting towards the end, but hey, at least you're able to see something. I will be doing these from now on anyway, so you can always chime in and watch and see what I'm doing. I have lots of goals, you know, and one of my many goals is that I want to make enough money where I could buy a house on Mackinac Island. And I would like to have a nice, cool work table, work area there too, where I can stream and do artwork right there on the island. That'd be awesome. A nice home, very cool, beautiful place I can have my bearded dragons at too. I as I said before, I don't have a car. I don't have a license. I ride a trike. I ride a really cool Terra trike. 2 wheels on the side, 1 in the back. It's electric. It goes up to 20 miles an hour without breaking a sweat, man. I can cover 80 miles on a full charge. Excuse me. Sorry. I got the burpins. And, yeah, I take that thing everywhere. That's what I commute to work with. And so that's why when I go to Mackinac Island, it's like my haven. It's perfect. It's beautiful. I feel great when I'm there. I love the feeling in the air. I want to live there. I really do. Now, supposedly, from what I heard from other people living there, is like the similar, like to the property taxes like living in Los Angeles. It's expansive. It's expansive. Stupid expensive. So it's like, I mean, I still want to live there, even if it's a small, simple house. It's just, I love it there so much. It's so cool. So unique. And I would be a resident. I could be there part-time during the winter, too. And I would be stuck there, too, because the ferries can't cross over. But as long as I have, you know, my beardies with me, and if I'm still able to create and generate some sort of income, that'd be cool. I still want my home down here in South Michigan, though. I love it here. I want 2 homes. Why not? I want to be able to spread my artwork far and wide. I want to have different, you know, working places. That'd be cool. There's a lot I want to do, man. There's so much I want to do. Back to 2 people. All right, we got one more to paint, and we're done for now. Showing me 2 right now. It's okay. No big deal. Whatever.
And I fixed the.
I don't care.
The spacing in the video because you have dead space in the right.
Okay. Well, I didn't know there was even a thing. One more row. And then we'll be done with this stream for now. Yeah, good glop of paint. But look at that. That looks freaking cool, though. That's sweet. That's unique so far. This one's almost halfway done. All right. Let's get this row on. Doobity-doo-dah, zippity-day. You're hearing laundry being done in the background, just so you know. It's got to be done. It's important. I can't complain. Because otherwise I don't get clean shirts and clean socks, you know? I need my clean clothing. I want to smell nice. Especially if I go on dates with pretty people and I tell them, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a streamer. And they're like, oh, give me your info so I can watch your streams. And I go, okay, you don't have to say it like that, but cool. So yeah, I like meeting new people at the markets and stuff and talking, making conversation. As long as it's good conversation. I've had conversations where people are just talking my head off. I don't like those ones. Please know your limit. No. It's fine. You can talk to me. It's all good. I ain't going to be mean. I'll be nice. I'm respectful. I'm going to be saying weird things. Like, you ever heard of the Chepa Fufi? It's a big spider from the Congo. I think you're more likely to find that than Bigfoot. Dude, think about this. The biggest spiders on record, the bird-eating spider, they have a leg span of about 12 inches. They're about 8 ounces. That's how heavy they are. And that's a pretty big spider, right? That's huge. But supposedly, the gray Congolese spider, or the Chepa Fufi, as the Baka tribe calls it, it's a spider that weighs 2 to 3 pounds and has a leg span anywhere between 2.5 to 4 feet. That's a monster, man. That'd be so freak. That's 8-legged freak size. That'd be cool. And here's the thing. We already have land crabs that are that size. Coconut crabs. They are that big. They are the biggest terrestrial arthropod. Well, if there's a crab out there that big, a land crab that big, there could be a spider out there that big that we haven't discovered yet. Or even a millipede or a centipede. Can you imagine that? An undiscovered giant species of millipede or centipede that's in the Gobi Desert. And in legend over time, we just call it the Mongolian deathworm. You never know what's really out there in the world. There's all sorts of creatures and undiscovered animals. We barely scratch the surface of this planet that we live on. I like to talk about stuff like that sometimes. It's fun. It's invigorating. It intrigues me. And sometimes I integrate that stuff into my artwork. As I said before, I like to make little tiny sceneries with like little forests with Bigfoots hiding in them and then UFOs in the sky. I've also made ones, it's been a long time, but I made a couple with the chupacabra. Those are fun. I'd like to do other ones with other cryptids as well, because I love cryptid stuff. That stuff fascinates me. I mean, the book I'm working on, you could say I'm a sci-fi writer, because it's a sci-fi story. I love science fiction. I'm very fascinated by that stuff. As I said earlier, one of my favorite movies is Alien, 1979. Really freaking good movie. So is The Thing, 1982. Or Predator, 1987. Those are awesome movies. You should watch them if you haven't seen them. They're timeless classics. I'm almost done with this row. Okay. Woo! Look at this is what I got done today. Look at all this. Boom. Boom. Let me put up the camera a bit. Look at that. Look at this stuff. Let me move that a bit here this way. Look at that. That's what I got done so far. Of course, I got to fill in the rest of this dead space. But that's awesome. It's looking great so far. And it'll be filled up like this, you know? Except these are done in simple rows, not circles. So, look at that purple shimmer. See, that's what this purple is going to do when it's done and fully encased in the resin. See how it shimmers in there? That's awesome. Look at that. Purple's the only one that shimmers in there. I like it where I do where only some of the colors shimmer, and so that way you really see them stick out, and some of the other colors glow really bright under a black light. So they may not shimmer, but as soon as you get that black light on, oh my gosh, it really pops. But hey, I'm glad you guys were here for my first stream. This is good. I'm gonna have to stop right now because I gotta take a break. I've been on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Holy crap! Or 2 hours 25, however that whatever goes. But hey, guys, it's been good. Peace out. One more thing before I go. Here's back the camera a bit. Here's the different shows I'll be at. You could do a screen grab or something, but if you're in South Michigan, these are the different craft shows I'll be at. Come and see me. Come and see my artwork. And yeah, that's it. First stream. Peace out.